masuk dah. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm a bit busy, but anything for you.
Alhamdulillah. Please wear your seatbelt.
Safety first.
Yes, safety first.
Kemana, Nek?
Actually, today, Umar, you have been invited as our first guest to our RosaTV podcast.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, as you may or may not know, BROSA, the Brunei Religious Officers Students Association, will be conducting a series of podcasts, inviting guests from different backgrounds, and this will be the first episode of that series. Here we have, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Abdullah Umar. You can call me Umar. I'm the president of BSU. I'm a student at Newcastle University and I'm going to my final year, and I study politics and economics. Anything you want to know more about me?
I'll get into that.
Right.
I'll get to know you more.
Right.
That's the whole goal
Right.
of this podcast. I'm trying to get to know you more, and hopefully by the end, some people watching can be inspired by your stories, and also for future students in the UK, you can use this as an archive from what life is in the UK as a student in 2019, 2020.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're from Newcastle.
Yes.
You're studying in Newcastle. You're not from
Yes.
Newcastle. You're from Brunei. Let's talk about what your daily routine is in Newcastle. Let's start off easy.
My daily routine. I think in my first year, I was new to everything. It was my first time studying in the UK, studying abroad, living with myself, and it was my first time receiving allowance, making my own bank account, living alone. But I was living with two other people, but it was a whole different experience to living with your family lah. And because of that, I was a bit timid. I looked inwards most of the time, so I was kind of an introvert in my first year, because I was very uncertain of what I was supposed to do as a student in the UK kan. So most of the time, daily routine, weekday my classes always started morning, every single day at 9 a.m. So I just wake up, mandi, breakfast and go to class. I'm always late because I have to wait for the bus, and the bus is always late. That's the story lah, most of the time in Newcastle. We are known for our late buses. And after my class, jumpa kawan, and then eat somewhere lunch, and then belajar saja, and then balik, and then that's it lah.
So you
It's
don't.
a normal routine. I'm pretty sure you have the same routine as well.
So you don't go back to your house throughout the whole day. So you're in uni or outside
betul.
the whole day.
Except for Friday, where I have like pagi ada kelas pukul 9, and then sembahyang Jumaat aku balik. Balik and then sembahyang lagi, and then I have another class pukul 4 petang.
Oh, so then you only
So I
have
have to go back lah.
two classes on
Yeah,
Friday.
but it's a off day lah, Friday tu.
So it's just a normal uni student
Normal
timetable.
Uni student. And the thing about, I don't like the word routine. And in my first year, that was my thing now. Every single weekday. And by the January mark, macam boring. Like, you start to think,
Yeah.
what
Is
am I
this
doing?
all?
Is
this all
lah?
to uni
I
life?
go to class and then listen. Sometimes the lectures are boring, and then you don't feel motivated kan. And then you're like, okay, what do I do? Is this all? And my advice to that is expand.
Yeah.
You have to do what you don't usually do in Brunei, in a good sense lah. So instead of just going to classes, in universities there's always a day, Wednesday kan, for CCAs lah. Go into something you don't usually do, macam rock climbing ke, fishing ke. So that's my advice lah. That's what I would tell my first year self. Just go out there, do whatever you think you should do. Don't think twice about it. Just do it. Don't waste your time. You only have 3 years, you know. And I'm going to my final year, and looking back at my first year, I regret it lah. I shouldn't have stayed at home saja.
So you didn't join any clubs throughout the whole year?
I wanted to, tapi
You wanted to?
yeah, I wanted to, tapi tidak. Macam I was timid lah, macam ada kawan kan.
What was your thing that you wanted to join? Like, maybe not the rifle club. Maybe.
At that time, not the rifle club. I think in the northeast, there's the Lake District. The Lake District is a beautiful place to hike, to camp. And then there was a club di sana. It was a hiking club or something. Fell walking. And I wanted to do that one, to explore the UK. But I was like, I'm not really experienced, yeah. And by the end of it, past the deadline, and then aku join.
So where were we? Routine. So your routine was you didn't do much in your first year.
First year, not much.
So what did you do in between lectures? Study. Library. Makan.
Yeah. Sometimes I just walk around, with a few friends.
What's your favorite restaurant in Newcastle?
There's this Malaysian restaurant. Lupa namanya. Chili padi. And then the next one was Shijo. Japanese. Shijo is like Japanese, yes. And there's always this one dish lah. Lupa namanya. It's been a long time since I was in Newcastle, so I forgot most of it.
Chili padi is your favorite?
Chili padi, because that's like the go-to.
Is it the only Malaysian restaurant there?
There's one in the city centre, and then another one outside of the city centre, which you have to take a bus for.
Chili padi both?
No. Satu tu aku tahu.
You never went there?
Yeah.
So it's good?
Yeah.
It feels like Brunei, tastes like Brunei. Yes. I mean Malaysia, but...
And it's halal as well, right?
Yeah, should be.
And the portions are big for what you pay.
You talked about you regretting a lot in your first year. How about your second year? What did you do?
In my second year, I got into a leadership position. I was the president of Newcastle, and under me there were 15, 16 members. There was one Malaysian and then one Polish guy.
Wait, Polish guy in your Bruneian society?
Yes. During the fresher week, we had a sign up form, and we had 50 people sign up, non-Bruneians sign up.
Okay.
At the end of the day, don't know more sign up.
Why? What?
They just wanted. I think they were just being polite now. They put down their names, and they tried our food, and when they were they fell in love with the Bruneian culture for 2 seconds, and then they signed up, and then they forgot about it because there's other societies, and I think that was my first experience being a president. It was networking, it was communicating, it was connecting with other people, and I think because of that, I fell in love with the art of mastering connecting with people. Speaking to people, how to speak to people, how to empathize with people. And my whole presidency was based on that, and was also based on self-growth and self-development. Because during my presidency, I did quite a lot with my community, with my committee, and quite a lot of it, probably 30-40%, was didn't go as planned, as in it was a failure. But because of that, because of failing a number of events, I learned quite a lot along with my committee, and that not only strengthened my leadership skills but also strengthened myself, strengthened my perspective towards people, and that made me to who I am today. And my second year, it was very Brunei centric.
Is that a bad thing, Brunei centric? Let's talk about it.
Is it bad?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Is it
what is Brunei centric to you?
For me, spending most of your time in a Bruneian society with your Bruneian friends, joining Bruneian events every week.
Every week,
yeah.
Does Brunei centric mean anti? Not anti lah. Is Brunei centric mean not talking to other cultures? Because in my eyes, it's not.
Yeah.
In my eyes,
it's just balancing between you're doing a lot for Brunei, but you try to do other stuff as well.
For me, Brunei centric is trying to build a Bruneian community, but at the same time, I don't just focus on that 100%. I don't focus 100% on Brunei saja. My other focus is on Malaysia, Japan, and Singapore, and the Filipino, and it's fun. You need to build that sense of identity so that you can share your identity with others. Because if you don't have an identity, you don't have a culture di sana, it's quite hard to find your own footing. it's quite easy to lose your stance di sana, and
it's
then
like-
lose yourself lah. So,
Yeah, you're living in the
Exactly.
UK. You should discover other cultures, talk to
Yes.
other people.
But don't forget about your own
Yeah,
culture.
don't forget, like
Exactly.
some people need you to make that Bruneian community in the UK. So
Yes.
it's an important thing, but don't
Overblow it.
don't overblow it. Yeah, try to explore other cultures.
Yes.
I'm trying to do that in my first year. I mean, second year. My first year was Brunei centric. Maybe not Brunei centric. Brunei.
Brunei.
I did too much on Brunei and didn't do too
Let's come
much.
up with the term.
Yeah, let's see.
Biased towards Bruneians.
Yeah, Bruneian bias.
Bruneian bias.
Yeah, my first year was Bruneian bias.
Yeah.
I did too much. I mean, looking back at it, it may be not a bad thing, but maybe in my second year and third year, I can explore more stuff and
Yeah, that's the
make
thing.
better memories.
For freshers, like yourself once, first year is a year of experimenting to see what you like and to see what you don't like. And I mean that at the best sense. You know, for you were Brunei biased. So what does that tell you for next year? Maybe expand your network. Go outside of the Bruneian community, the Southampton, just for a bit, just for like one weekend, and then spend with your course mates punya, you know, with others. Yeah. And like I think in Newcastle, and also in like I'm pretty sure in other universities juga, the Bruneian community is already integrated with the Malaysian community kan. For Southampton, is it?
So not really. I would say so, but because last year Booston wasn't you're part of the student union in your uni, right?
Yes.
We weren't affiliated last year, but we just got affiliated this year. So hopefully, we will start doing more stuff with other societies, other Southeast Asians, the Islamic society, and also maybe other out of the box societies that we can do collabs with. And maybe being affiliated as part of the student union could help that. And it worked wonders for you. Would you say so?
Yes. Because we were always, not always, but we were invited to certain events by the student union. We were open to a lot of opportunities, even though we didn't take some of it. We were given opportunities, and that's good enough. It's up to us to help, to take those opportunities and make use of them. And I think it's always good for societies to be affiliated with the student union because of the countless networks that they have access to. And I think the society leaders or leaders in general that lead the Bruneian community have a big role to play kan? Because if they affiliate their society with the student union, that would benefit not only them but also their society members, because that will open a new world to them.
So you need to become a leader and an ambassador.
Yes.
Oh, what are your plans for your third year?
The third year,
I'm guessing BSU centric.
BSU centric. But pre-COVID, I had my own plan now. I was very adamant on to improve my own development in academic, and I wanted to travel a bit more in my final year. But because of COVID-19, that changed now. So due to circumstances, my goals and my vision for my final year tukar. Even my modules bertukar. Usually there's always a briefing for dissertation kan? But now there's no briefing.
So you don't have a dissertation, or
I don't have a thesis, so I have to do something else. Because of politics, they give us either you do dissertation ataupun you do 2 projects for the whole year. So I'm doing 2 projects in politics and projects in international relations. So I'm gonna focus myself on that aside from BSU work. Yeah.
so it's gonna be BSU and uni work.
BSU,
That's
uni
the
work,
plan.
and if possible, travel.
When do you think we're gonna be able to travel?
We can travel. but
Yeah, we can.
we
but
can travel, but
Have
we
you
to be
done the
safe.
borang for MOE?
I have the borang, but I'm
There's
probably-
a statement underneath that if you go out of the UK, tindakan tegas will be taken to you. Yeah. So that goes my Prague travel plans for September.
You've been to a lot, right? You've
Been
been
to
to
2.
Denmark, was it?
Norway.
Norway.
Have you been anywhere?
No.
Oh.
Because me and my friends, we booked tickets to go to Luxembourg, Belgium,
Ooh.
Netherlands, and I think also Germany.
For when?
For Easter.
Easter.
Easter break. To go around lah. And then we heard that COVID-19 had the outbreak in the UK, and we were like, okay, what
Should
are
be
we gonna
fine,
do?
right? Should be fine.
Should be fine.
It'll die off.
You know, the group leader at that time was like, guys, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
We'll just go with it. If it's bad, we just use a mask.
Yeah.
And then the days progress, and then the transportation to Topkan, and we're like, okay, how are we gonna do this? And he was like, okay guys, it's over. Let's try to reimburse our
Flight
tickets,
tickets to
and
like.
get our money back.
Wait, so you haven't thought about going back to Brunei yet at this time? When was this? Early March.
Late April. No, not April. Late February.
Ah, right. So yeah, I think there was still a fine in the UK. I went to the BSU University Challenge.
Yeah, I was there as well.
Oh yeah, you were there.
Yeah,
I feel
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was still fine.
Yeah, in hindsight, I was like, berani je aku.
Oh.
Turun London.
Shit. Yeah, I went to Norway early January, and I went to Milan, Italy.
Wow.
In the
I
end
remember
end of
you
January.
posted on Instagram
Yeah.
story, and I replied kan.
Oh yeah,
Make sure you
Thomas.
was-
Yeah, I heard that.
Berani je fikirin ni ba?
It was still fine. Like
Milan gitu kan.
No, Milan wasn't. Yeah,
a few weeks after that,
a month
Italy
after
was
that.
like the highest.
Yeah, it was like the epicenter in Europe, and and it was like I got a flu as well. I mean, yeah, but I don't think it was anything
Okay.
bad. I mean, I'm fine now.
Slisma.
Yeah, Slisma. Yeah,
Slisma lah. Okay.
should be fine, right?
It's not a symptom.
Should be fine, right?
It's not a symptom.
Yeah, it's just cough and
Cough and like sweating or something.
demam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but we were just anxious like the whole time, like before we came to Brunei, before we got tested, like we were anxious the whole time because we went to Milan and things happened there. But yeah, traveling is good. Traveling is fun.
To the freshers, travel in your first year.
Travel, yeah, first year
First year
especially,
travel.
especially travel in your first year.
Don't be hesitant, travel.
Yeah, so I think that's my advice. I wanted to do a few more trips before my first year ended, but because I know my second year and third year is gonna won't be as forgiving and won't be as easy to travel around. But inshallah, if everything goes fine, then we'll be able to do some trips. Maybe inshallah.
Graduation trip na.
Yeah.
Ni haji.